You are welcome to HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. For decades now, women have enjoyed the liberty of preying on R. Kelly's wealth like pickpockets, taking almost everything that belongs to him through blackmail and other avenues. Every one of them did do their best to get as close to Kelly as possible, something they would later use against him to condition him to either make a payout, or tarnish his name. Sadly, R. Kelly fell right into their trap and has had to pay with his entire career, considering he was dropped by the Sony record company RCA, and that his songs have been hushed on major streaming platforms. The hurting part of the story is the fact that these same people are still after what's left of him. There are reports that in one vague lawsuit, the judge who demanded R. Kelly settles the accuser with a sum of $4 million ordered that the plaintiff be given control of his music royalties. What kind of ruling is that? It's so surprising to learn that we have such fraudulent judges in our system today. No wonder these women keep coming back for more. They probably realize that the person they are extorting is already under attack by the authorities themselves, and that all they have to do is scavenge. What's been happening to R. Kelly is comparable to what happens in a failed state, when all economic systems have suddenly broken down and the government is no longer in control. What follows thereafter is a lawless population where everyone is free to steal from the other like they wish. It looks like these women were free to take anything they wished from R. Kelly in the watch of the judges, and aided by licensed shady attorneys such as LOGGANS and the government itself. The U.S. government has acted like a failed state when it comes to addressing R. Kelly's concerns. The good news though is that his legal team is more than determined to put an end to this get-rich-quick bonanza his accusers have enjoyed over the years. It looks like Lanita Carter's third attempt at extorting Robert Kelly will not be as smooth as the 2 times she did it before, considering the real hair braider who was featured in the video has finally decided to come out and claim her role in the song. She has come with proof that she was actually the one in charge of plaiting R. Kelly's hair during the time R. Kelly released the song, and that she was the one who drove the black Impala Lanita never had like the lyrics suggest. According to the real hair braider, if anyone should have complained about the song, it should have been her and not the self-appointed Lanita Carter who thinks the world revolves around her. Her name was never mentioned anywhere in the song, and neither was her picture appearing on tape. I wonder what basis her attorneys used to claim she had a role in the video, considering there was no tangible evidence to prove this. Having received the $650,000 fraudulently before, she should have just backed off and let R. Kelly live his life. If she is found to have taken a compensation that was never meant to be hers, she will likely have to refund the $100,000 that was never meant for her anyway, so that the money goes to the appropriate claimant. So as she presses R. Kelly for more money, Lanita Carter needs to remember that while she was receiving this $100,000, she did sign agreements to confirm this and an NDA as well. And if she loses the case, the NDA will automatically be reactivated, to which she will have to answer. If she signed an NDA and violated it, she has to make sure she wins against Robert, otherwise the NDA will swing back into action, and she will have to pay him damages as well. For a woman who lost everything at a boggy house transaction, this is certainly not the right time for her to have to make payouts following a lost case. According to Mildred, so Lanita Carter has all along been an imposter. It is hard to believe that someone will go this far to make a quick $100,000 that never belonged to her in the first place. I get the feeling R. Kelly was just bullied by her shady attorney LOGGANS to pay settlements to her client, even when she never had a real case against him. And Daryl McDavid did work in the background to help mislead R. Kelly. If she thinks because these tricks worked before in LOGGANS' kangaroo court, they will work again in a real court, she probably needs a conversation with a one Lisa Van Allen who got a taste of her own medicine a while back in the Chicago federal court trial. Lisa got to a point where she had to be dragged to court by force because once in, there is no easy way out. I doubt Lanita Carter can survive even 15 minutes of cross-examination with Jennifer Bonjean. She will be biting her tongue and sweating in the first 5 minutes. If I were her, I would go home and find a job. I guess it's a better gamble with her life than giving another shot at defrauding the R&B king. according to Shirley Moore. Indeed, this is all about money and R. Kelly should be set free. I have seen people go to court on 4 counts of murder and walk away with only 5 years. I have also seen people go to court for 7 and 8-year-olds get away with 3 years. R. Kelly did not do any of these gross things but gets 30 years. What kind of sentencing system are we following? And why does court allow false charges to be smuggled in through back door? When young people see this, they will find romanticizing with celebrities a better option than a decent job. We are therefore not helping the young women by giving them a hand in their game to extort celebrities. If anything, we need to stop it, and the only way to achieve this is to make it non-profitable. I guess our court system has slowly turned into a kangaroo court comparable to the court systems in the third world, where a presidential election is rigged by the incumbent, and the chief justice appointed by the same president presides over the case. It's so sad to see how much our country has slowly degenerated into a dictatorial and racially inclined state, completely unable to serve justice to citizens, but instead prefers to serve big corporations against their own. According to MIDAS Spade, you can't make a video of yourself or do comedy skits and perform them in public saying you enjoyed giving something to men like you were addicted to it, and later seek compensation claiming R. Kelly forced you to do the same thing you owned as a hobby. That's playing double standards, and sadly, that's what she did, Lanita Carter. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release.